Good afternoon. Thank you for coming. First of all, I want to congratulate the team from Tanjong Pagar, GLC, who have been returned at the nomination today. So congratulations to my colleagues here. As you know, we had, from the public's perspective, change of candidates in Tanjong Pagar GRC, and there's one person we have not yet formally introduced to the media, so I'm sure that people want to know who this person is, although his name is already out there in the various reports, and I'm sure his picture must be on various platforms now. Is Dr. Chia Shi Lu, on my left here. Now, he has been serving in Aljunied Hougang CCC for a couple of years, since 2009. So he's familiar with the work that our members of parliament do in their constituencies. He's a medical doctor, and most medical doctors have a way with people, so I'm sure that he'll be able to relate to the constituents without much difficulty. I'm sure his bedside manners are becoming very, very handy. He's taking over the place located by Mr. Heng, who has been assigned new duties in Tampines GRC, and who is, I understand, going to have to contest and battle for the hearts and mind of people in Tampines in the next few days. So I now pass the platform to Dr. Chia Shi Lu to say a few words, introduce himself, and then after open for questions.
Thank you very much for those kind words. This is a bit of an unusual situation since I'm being introduced to all of you after I think I've already been introduced to many of you, and after nomination is over. I suppose I might have spoken with some of you before, since my name has come out in the press prior to this as a possible candidate. And despite the very abrupt turn of events, I just want to reiterate that it's not something that we are unprepared for. I think all of us who have been asked to consider serving are prepared for these eventuality. After all, I say again, we are not running as independents, we are running as a party, and it's a team effort. And if I'm asked to serve, and I really said that I would be more than privileged, and it would be a pleasure for me to do so, then I would do so at the least moment's notice. I think at the end of the day, for me, this work is, as Ms. Lim has mentioned, is an extension of my day job. A lot of times, listening to problems. In fact, as I was telling my new residents a little bit earlier, it's a little bit too much like my day work. Most of the time, people walk into my office, they tell me what their troubles are. Sometimes I can solve them, sometimes I can't. By the end of the day, when they leave my office, they should be satisfied to some extent. Although, there are times when we can't satisfy everyone. But that doesn't mean that we stop trying. And I think that's the attitude that I'm going to bring to how I'm going to serve this constituency, and also, in a wider sense, the people of Singapore. As I said, I've been helping out in Aljunied Hougang for some time, and although I've just come to this constituency, I do just based on the quick discourses that I've had with the very seasoned and very friendly and dedicated grassroots people that we have here, I think a lot of the problems are similar. and we shall try to work together to meet these. There are a few things that I would probably emphasize in my approach. The first is, I think a relationship is what it is, a relationship. It always starts with a good relationship between myself, my grassroots, my supporters, and the residents. And this will lead on to the next step, which is open communication. We want people to tell us what they really think and what they really want. And then based on that, then we can act. And third of all, again, this might be partly due to my background. It would be good that we have some objective means of either measuring outcomes. That means if someone says that something should be done, there should be a little bit of data. And then we can work at that. And then at the end of the day, we can see whether we've done any good. Okay, I'm by no means someone who's very nailed about data. I'm not, but that would be good. So I think this would be three simple approaches. At the end of the day, first and foremost, it's about serving the residents, the people, and that's my primary responsibility. I suppose some of you would ask me why I joined the PAP. I think doctors, by and large, even though some of them may be very flamboyant and be very gung-ho, we do tend to be quite a conservative lot. Because at the end of the day, when we're looking after our patients, we can't really take many chances. For example, when there's a new treatment out, everybody wants to try it. Maybe there's a lot of hype, but it doesn't mean that the old treatment is any worse. And most of the time, it would be better to refine the old treatment. For example, if you were unfortunate enough to have an illness, and the doctor offers you a new drug, you ask the doctor, so this is the newest drug, right? And then you ask the doctor, so how long has this drug been on the market? He says, well, it's just come up. We haven't actually tried it on many. But it's supposed to be very good. So the question is, are you going to take your chance with that particular new treatment or drug? Or are you going to be a bit more realistic and practical and try and use something that's already available and you hear this all the time now, a proven track record. Right? And try and refine and improve it. So that's what I also hope to do, add my voice to the government with the help of everyone. I think I will just stop there for a while and take some questions.
So the floor is open to you for your questions.